In the single leg hop progression level 6 exercise, you're now going to be doing something very similar as you did in sagittal hip disassociation level 1 and 2, except for now we're doing it plyometrically. So in sagittal hip disassociation level 1 and 2, you did this motion, which I'm about to go through. And the thing is if you're on this level of exercise, you've already been biomechanically optimized and progressed quite a bit to be at this level, so you should remember that one, but I'm going to run through all that alignment anyway. Foot is straight. You don't want to excessively pronate or supinate. Try to keep that foot with the proper arch and minimal pronation, supination for balance. Patella tendon directly in line with the second and third toe. One straight line here. Acetabulum in line with the patella tendon. What you do not want to have happen is while you're doing these motions, shifting this bad like this into a Trendelenburg position. But you're also not, doesn't matter how amazingly athletic you are, could be Olympiad, you're not going to be balancing with the hip directly over the patella tendon unless you do retro Trendelenburg, which we don't want you to do because you have to compensate to create balance. Your body will try to position the foot towards the center of your mass. But with that being said, don't let it happen too much. It is very important to try to keep that acetabulum or hip joint in line with the patella tendon as much as you possibly can. From this view, let's go ahead and turn about 90 degrees. Awesome. You want your pelvis in a neutral position. Notice that Matt's belt line is level. It's not tilting forward into anterior tilt, and it's not tilting backward into posterior pelvic tilt. It's staying perfectly neutral. Then as he bends over and reaches the opposing arm, so left arm is going to go to right little toe, he's keeping this pelvis neutral throughout the whole motion. And come back up, don't hop yet. So all those motions, all the alignment, the foot, the knee, the hip, all those things, the neutral pelvis in this direction, sagittally, and then from a frontal plane, looking to make sure that we're not shifting this way and that way, but we're keeping all that stays during the motion. One more rep, Matt. So as we're coming down, we're keeping neutral pelvic position. Little lordotic curve in the lumbar spine, great. Slight little kyphotic curve in the thoracic spine, natural, good. And he even has a little lordotic curve in the cervical spine. That's spot on. And he's keeping the center of the ears in line with the center of the shoulder. He's doing absolutely awesome. Let's come back up. Now for the difficult part. So while you're doing all that, let's come back to the start. So while you're keeping that alignment, you're going to, let's go down very slowly. So pay attention to the detail here. We're doing perfect, slow, controlled motion coming into eccentric or downward motion, and then show us what happens, Matt. Boom. We come up fast. Pause for me. You can even set your foot down if you want. So we're coming up fast, jumping onto the next leg, the other leg, contralateral foot, and going very slow and controlled again. So slow and controlled. And then hopping up fast, concentric action, jumping onto the next foot, and then slow, slow, slow. Then he's gonna go fast. Then he's gonna control, get his alignment. He's gonna go fast. Then he's gonna control and get his alignment. So that's what you wanna do. You want to control on the downward, perfectly aligned, hold that alignment. As you come up fast, jump onto the next foot, slow, steady, control, and then repeat. And a quick side note for you, since we're out here exercising in the desert today, which is a beautiful scenery, an amazing place to exercise, but please think and consider that if you're not super athletic as Matt is, then, you know, exercising in a place with like rocks and uneven surfaces, yeah, we have kind of cleared the area and made it reasonable, but there's added stresses and risk factors for twisting an ankle, going into supination and spraining those peroneals, all these sport-related injuries. So although the risk factor helps improve the stimulus and make the exercise even more effective, if you're not ready for that, it's a very bad idea because it's going to increase your risk. Where you should be exercising, if you don't feel totally confident in doing this kind of exercises, you should be exercising, for example, on like a rubberized gym floor, proper gym setting that's flat, clear of debris, and you can focus on doing the body alignment first and worrying about external stimuli like the ground second.